Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be breaking down Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. I hope you guys enjoy the video and stick around until the end to see the highlights for the full fight. They run to the center and Justin throws a leg kick. Chandler just moves out of the way. Now they're bouncing around a little bit trying to see each other's range, and Michael Chandler goes in with a really good jab. But a common problem is look at how much distance is between them. Chandler finds a couple different ways to solve that problem later on in the fight, but for now, he's having trouble. He's throwing wide hooks, but he's bouncing a lot, and that's going to help with these leg kicks from Gaethje. Right now, Chandler has a lot of energy, so he can just move out of the way of the kick, but later on, he's going to resort to checking it and then just eating it. Gaethje hasn't been able to land a leg kick yet, so he does a pendulum step. He replaces his front foot with his back foot and then throws the kick, and this off-balances Michael Chandler. As time goes on, Gaethje gets more and more creative with these leg kicks. Gaethje overextends, but he's able to hit Michael Chandler in the body, and now Gaethje's about to do some weird shit. Chandler throws a jab, and Gaethje punches it out of the way as some sort of defense. I don't know, I've never seen that before. Both of them swing, both of them miss. And again, and now look at how Michael Chandler is able to just throw naked leg kicks. He doesn't have to set him up at all. And now Chandler throws a jab, Gaethje ducks, and then you'd think that Gaethje throws a right hand here, right? You'd think. What the fuck? Chandler runs away as expected, and Diaz bro slapping you in the face is different than Justin Gaethje slapping you on the ass. Gaethje throws a right hand to set up the leg kick, but I think it was just because Michael Chandler's scared of getting slap ass again. Chandler throws a naked leg kick. He doesn't even set it up at all. He puts all his weight on his left leg and then throws that right kick. This makes Justin buckle a little bit. He throws another slap for some reason. Look, Gaethje slaps him again. I don't know what's wrong with him. He buckles on that leg. Chandler goes to the head, doesn't have any success, does another leg kick. Gaethje buckles again. Now, the problem is Michael Chandler can't hit him in the head clean. Gaethje has good head movement, he has good defense, so he keeps throwing those leg kicks, and they're working for now. Chandler has at least established a fear of the leg kick. Chandler starts to feint a little bit, and Gaethje's head movement is a double-edged sword. It can move him into potential strikes. Chandler throws an uppercut while he's throwing a leg kick, and Gaethje doesn't have anywhere to go, so he just ducks instinctually and ducks right into the uppercut. Chandler lands clean with the uppercut, and then I don't know why, but his next punch is a slap. What's with all the slaps in this fight? I don't understand it. And now again, Michael Chandler has success stepping in deep and throwing the leg kick. Gaethje isn't fazed too much by this leg kick, so he doesn't back up too much, fires back with a cross. And now, again, Gaethje just slaps his shoulder instead of that perfect left hand right there. Gaethje still has plenty of time to land that left hand, misses right there, and then boom, right on the chin. A few seconds later, Michael Chandler fires back with the same concept as earlier. Justin moving his head into strikes, which is going to amplify the damage. Gaethje's a hard man to knock out, and here he goes, fires back with that left hook again. Didn't slap him this time, thank God. Chandler fires back with a jab, and now he's starting to find his distance. He's starting to find his range. He's finding success blitzing in and out with the jab and then the cross. But Chandler's biggest threat from Gaethje so far has been that left hook, and he's going to get caught with it multiple times right now again. Every time he blitzes in, he gets caught with that left hook, so Chandler has to be fast about it. He goes forward and pulls down his guard to pull him into the cross, and then it's there again, so why not hit him with the cross again? Now Gaethje's hurt, but Gaethje is good at surviving. Gaethje fires back, and Michael Chandler makes one crucial mistake. Being way too cocky. He could have ended this fight if he put on the pressure, but Gaethje is built for pressure and he's able to make this read. He knows the cross is coming, so he's going to slip under it, and now he knows that he can't put any power into his left hook, so he steps forward and then loads with his hips and throws that left hook. Michael Chandler isn't as impressed with the left hook and throws a flying knee for a counter. This doesn't hurt Gaethje, but the cross that Michael Chandler throws after buckles Gaethje for a second. Now Gaethje's good at finding the fence. He wants to find the fence, that way he can throw counters and keep Michael Chandler off of him. Gaethje gets tagged, but he fires back with a right uppercut that makes Chandler want to wrestle. Now they're in the clinch and Chandler gets a good knee in here and Justin gets a good elbow on the top of Chandler's head. I think both of those strikes were equal, and now they're out of the clinch. Remember how I said earlier that Chandler's going to start eating leg kicks? Yeah. Gaethje doesn't even have to set him up anymore. He just throws him naked. They get in the clinch, and I really like what I see from Gaethje here. He uses Chandler's weight to off-balance him and throw him to the side. Chandler, however, still wants to wrestle. He tries again, and no success. Gaethje's he's allergic to wrestling, like I said, man. They're able to rest in the clinch, but ultimately, nothing's really thrown except for that uppercut. They disengage, and Michael Chandler throws a really good jab, but gets intercepted with an uppercut. Chandler walks forward, hands down, trying to bait Justin into throwing a counter. Ultimately, nothing, and then he gets surprised again by that left hook. Chandler touches with the jab, and then feints a dick punch to get power into this uppercut. Now that had some sting behind it. Chandler has success with the same combo from earlier, pulling down his guard to pull him into the cross. Justin gets tagged with this cross, and I think what Justin should do here in this situation is to put the pressure on Chandler a little bit. Whenever Justin punches Chandler, Chandler has a big reaction. Whenever Chandler punches Justin, Justin just takes it like a truck. And now here, you'll see in a second, that uppercut right there, that opens a cut on his right eyebrow, and now you're about to see him reach for it and look down. Now they keep going, resting a little bit after that pace. Justin stays there in the pocket, and Chandler's looking to dip in and out, using feints a little bit, and now they're in the clinch again. Now, they're both kind of equal in the clinch. They get some good punches out, and I think they're just doing this to rest. It's an insane pace, but Justin's actually able to get that uppercut in there. 36 seconds left, Chandler goes forward trying to get a takedown and maybe rest a little bit, and Justin seems like his gas tank is way more full than Chandler's at this point. Gaethje's able to hit him more often. He misses with the first uppercut, hits him with the left. As this fight goes on, you're going to see bigger and bigger reactions from Michael Chandler. You see how he keeps backing up from every punch that Gaethje throws, or even every feint. He wants to back up really far. Here you go again, watch. Backs up super far. Every time, now that he's tired, he's going to try to avoid the punch at all costs. Another leg kick. Gaethje didn't even have to set it up that time. A front kick. That's one of the first times I've seen Gaethje throw a front kick. Either way, the pace with these two gentlemen is insane. Respect, and let's move to round two. Here we go, going into round two. Gaethje looks confident, and Michael Chandler looks a little bit tired. Here we go. We're going to skip a little bit into the second round here because it's just the insane pace that had to slow down a little bit. A lot of missed strikes here until Gaethje gets Chandler on the fence. Whenever Chandler is on the fence, he cannot defend strikes. So I don't know why Gaethje lets up the pressure here, but it actually works out for Gaethje because Chandler is now being led into strikes like Gaethje was earlier with Chandler. He's walking forward, which is going to make any strike a lot more powerful. Like this next combo that Gaethje throws, Chandler is walking forward and he's walking right into a jab uppercut combo. He moves his head right into it, and this knocks Chandler down. Gaethje goes to the ground trying to finish the fight, but Chandler does a good job of surviving here too. He's able to block enough punches until he can grab a leg, and now whenever he has those hands clasped together, he's going to be able to hide his head from Gaethje's strikes. He gets hit with a couple elbows right here, but then he tucks his head and he's able to sit here for 30 seconds so he can recover. Chandler gives a smile to the camera. He seems alright to me. Gaethje tries to transition to back control, but he does it really half-assed, and Chandler is able to get up. Now that Chandler has had some time to recover and rest, he has a lot more energy, it seems like. He's thrown out that jab a lot more. And I'm going to skip a little bit further. And now for Michael Chandler's biggest flaw, his showmanship. This is hands down, fuck you, Michael Chandler. He's just trying to entertain people at this point, and he's tired, and he's just going to put his hands down and take punches and wave Gaethje to keep punching him. Gaethje is the most entertained by anybody in this crowd right now. He smiles back at Michael Chandler and then throws a nasty leg kick. Now, Chandler doesn't care. He keeps walking forward, and he's about to walk into a left hand that he doesn't even see coming. He's just going to keep going forward. That's his plan right now. And Justin, look at that sprawl on Justin right now. Everybody knows Justin doesn't want to take this fight to the floor. He's able to hit Chandler whenever he wants, like right here. He's able to hit him with more punches. And here Chandler actually does get creative. He circles around the octagon, and then he blitzes with a Superman punch. Chandler throws another cross, and he's smiling. He's the one that's the most entertained here. And Chandler, trying to rest again, he shoots another takedown. But this takedown just results in both of them falling to the ground. I've never seen a takedown attempt like that before. Chandler walks himself into another uppercut by Gaethje, and look at his face. You can tell that he's taken a beating this fight. And Justin's had some punches landed on him too, but Chandler, like if you look at the scorecard here, Gaethje has landed 51 strikes on Chandler's face. I mean, Chandler 38, and Chandler's strikes have been powerful, but man, Justin is putting that work on him right now. Chandler almost eats a nuke there from Justin. And now for the rest of this round, they're going to kind of stay more still than they have been, stand closer to each other, and try to pick their shots where they can. Not many significant strikes get through, so we'll skip this part. But the next significant part of this fight is Michael Chandler pulls down the guard to throw the cross again, but that left hook scratched his eye. In my opinion, what happens next is entirely the referee's fault. The referee sees that Justin is hurt and that there's something wrong with his fighter. So instead of stepping in, he just half-ass calls time and Michael Chandler tries to finish the fight. There's blame on all three people here. Justin for turning away, Chandler for punching him, and the ref for not being confident. If you are a referee, you need to be confident in your decisions. And the ref didn't even let Gaethje have a proper 5-minute break for this just because the round was almost over. Gaethje afterwards wants to have some words with the ref, and he doesn't get his full time to recover. And here we go into round 3. This has been a crazy-ass fight so far, and the pace doesn't stop at round 2. I think this round is probably the craziest out of all of them. Michael Chandler is moving a lot more than he usually does, and that's because he is probably still trying to recover. A couple leg kicks from Gaethje, and like I said, he doesn't even have to set him up as much anymore. And now, I think in every fight, Michael Chandler gets spun around by a leg kick, and this fight is no different. Gaethje throws a leg kick, and Michael Chandler spins around. Michael Chandler is now going forward trying to push the pressure, and he switches southpaw. He gets punished immediately for this, and then goes right back to orthodox. He's dodging punches that aren't there anymore, so this is how I know that he's hurt. He's overreacting to any movement that Gaethje is making, understandably because he's been hurt a lot. Now he's just trying to put that pressure on again, and he eats another left hook from Gaethje. The right uppercut and the left hook from Gaethje have been money in the bank for this fight. Gaethje moves back, he defends against a right cross, and Gaethje's so awkward. He throws that leg kick and then steps out so easily. Now Gaethje is going to blitz forward with a really strong jab, and I think both gentlemen right now, Chandler is looking for a cross, and Gaethje is trying to look for a left hand right now. Gaethje barely misses with the left hook, and Chandler blitzes forward trying to fire back again, and then throws a couple more wide hooks. Chandler has a lot of success with straight punches. I don't know why he keeps throwing wide hooks. Gaethje loads his weight to his right side and throws a really wide uppercut. If this would have landed, it would have done damage, but it doesn't land, and now Michael Chandler is going to put on that pressure. He keeps putting on that pressure because he gets good results whenever he goes in and tries to go for the kill with Justin. He lands a good uppercut right hook combo there. We'll skip this part. Nothing really significant happens until this left hook from Gaethje. And now Chandler keeps walking forward into a leg kick now, and then a really good uppercut left hook combo. I don't know how he's still standing after this, but he wants more. Gaethje is happy to oblige and hits him with another right hand. Chandler wants more, and then, ironically backs up at the same time. Now Gaethje goes in with another naked leg kick. He doesn't even have to set him up anymore. Chandler just eats him. Chandler level changes and then dips down for the takedown, and finally he's able to lift Justin up and then slam him on the floor. This didn't end well for Chandler though, because now Gaethje is on his back and hitting him with a couple strikes. This is about all Gaethje does though, and racks up a couple seconds of control time until he ultimately decides to let go. Now they both go back to the center and decide they want to throw bombs. Gaethje moves his head a little bit and then tries to throw a right. That misses. The jab lands though for Gaethje, and now Chandler goes forward trying to set up something, but ultimately everything is blocked. Gaethje throws a right hand that whips Chandler's head back, and he keeps waving him on for more. Gaethje throws a leg kick and it lands pretty clean, but Chandler points down in disappointment. He throws a front kick that does a pretty good job of pushing Justin back, and that's the main purpose of it. Now he blitzes forward with a couple more wide hooks. Chandler lands a right hand and then tries to take Gaethje down, and Gaethje circles out of the way and keeps pushing Chandler. Chandler's looking for that one bomb to end the fight. Chandler hits Gaethje with a good uppercut, but Gaethje fires back with a right hand that whips Chandler's head back. Chandler's now hurt, so he's going to bounce away and try to get some distance from Gaethje. He tries to shoot in for a takedown and headbutts Gaethje. Gaethje tries to rub his head to show the ref that he got headbutted, but I don't think the ref cares. Chandler throws a front kick but gets intercepted with a jab that snaps his head back. Now Chandler's going to back up towards the fence and wave Justin on trying to throw some power shots. This doesn't go well for Michael Chandler because he just gets hit with hard shots. Chandler keeps walking forward, eating punches, and Justin puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Can you please get the fuck away from me?" And it works. Chandler stumbles back, and now instead of Justin trying to just finish the fight, he picks his shots where he can. A good solid jab, a good leg kick, and then here with a cross, and then another cross and a left hook that really does damage and whips his head around. Now Chandler's hurting at this point. He knows that he's probably not going to win this fight, so he tries to explode forward and hit Gaethje with the hardest shots that he can. But it's about right now that Chandler realizes the flaw in his game plan and realizes how gassed he really is. So now he is going to walk around the octagon for a large majority of this minute. Now that there's 30 seconds left, Chandler's going to try to explode with the rest of his gas tank. He throws one tornado kick. Yes, I said one tornado kick because he does attempt another in the last 24 seconds. Now, Chandler's going to do this gazelle zigzag pattern bullshit. I think he's really just trying to stall till the end of the round. And here we go with the second attempt for a tornado kick. Wildly unsuccessful. The smallest leg kick I've ever seen from Chandler. Another front kick from Gaethje. Gaethje feints a flying knee and then gets a big reaction from Chandler. But the fight is over and respect has been won for both of these fighters. This was a really crazy, high-paced fight. And if the breakdown doesn't look like it's so high-paced, go watch it in full speed. You'll see the highlights here in a second while I do my outro. But this was a really crazy fight, and I loved breaking it down, guys. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Here are the highlights as promised. This was a really hard breakdown to make. I think it took about 8 hours and 40 minutes for all of the editing total. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more of my stuff, make sure to subscribe, guys. I got an Instagram page too at AJStember_MMA. We do a lot of cool stuff there. We do a lot of live streams. I let people call in and join the live stream too. But yeah, guys, who do you think is going to win? Dustin Poirier or Justin Gaethje tonight? Because I'm going to try to get this posted as soon as possible. But again, thank you seriously for making it till the end of the video. You're a real one. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.